Hi guys, and welcome back to A Capital Adventure. So when we last left off, we had beaten Ross County 1-0, drew Aberdeen, which hurt ever so slightly. Then we went on to draw with Rangers, Ryan Hardy, and then unfortunately Freddie Morales in the 84th minute. Good game, considering how close it was. Deserved draw. We then went on to the most ridiculous game I've ever had. We were 1-0 down. Then I think we went 1-1. Sorry, we went 2-0 down. Then Ryan Hardy came back, got us back into it. Then Zhao somehow got an own goal. We then, sorry, I'm yawning. Then we came back into it. Chris Murray, Phil Brady made it 3-3. Then Ryan Hardy with the most ridiculous goal in the world put us over the line, and then we had a fantastic, I went very defensive with this to get us the win effectively. Well, I was going not win, the draw, played for a draw against Celtic. So where does that leave us in the league? Once it loads, thank you. 4 points, 2 games. It can be done. What we're expecting now is Rangers to win, to beat Celtic, and as long as we beat Hearts, we're good. Effectively, St Johnstone are now out of the running. There is no way they can now win the league, so it's now down to... Unfortunately, Rangers are out of it as well. So it's a 2... It's gone from 4 for the majority of this season to 2 with 2 games left. So we will be getting into it. Straight away, 4 became 2 quite quickly. We are now the only team left that could stop Celtic. Rangers could do us a favour, make this a 1 point league going into this. The Ray, I was not expecting this, so finishing second or even third, not the worst thing in the world. It's not. Prize money wise, yeah, but that is not the worst in the world. But so here we go. We've got Ryan Hardy up front with Bias, Brady and Kleisner as a kind of combined 4 at the front, with Murray and Stevenson maintaining their ever so good partnership in midfield with De La Roca, Kerr, Grassi and Fracas in defence, with Zhao in and goal. So for Hearts it's Polaski up front with Saif, McDonald and Martinez as their combined attacking 4, with Magnus and Barbaros in midfield, with Lewis, Galloway, Killard and Rolston in defence, with Bravette in goal. No, we don't have another ridiculous Ross County game. We're kind of up in the nosebleeds a little bit, and I think we're not used to the pressures, kind of probably in a little bit to the team. He's just been rested. I'm not going to tell you. So here we go. It's Killard, there we go, and it is still, well, it's always going to be 0-0 for the kick-off highlights. And it's Killard coming forward. Celtic are 1-0 up. Could be all over after this game, even if we win. Hearts coming forward, Fracas, oh, and of course it's his first goal of the season. We're down out, mistake by Fracas, not good. Not what we needed. Did very well. Barbaros gets into position. Fracas does well here and just kicks it against him, and Barbaros is there for his first goal of the season. Yeah, not good. 1-0 Hearts. Corner kick, Bias to swing it in. Can't really connect to anyone. Stevenson's there though. Ryan Hardy for his 18th goal of the season, proving why he's still here. We just brought Danny Alexander back on loan for the rest of the next season. He's extended for another season. We might buy him though in the window. But Bias, it's a nice ball. Killard does get up well ahead of Kleisner, but Stevenson's there. No one really challenges him. Gets the ball across. Hardy's just there for his 18th of the season. He's not had a standout season, but he has had Danny Alexander keeping him out of the team for a while. He's onside. Well played. Showing why he should be in the team, and it's back to 1-1. Magnus with a free kick. Kerr gets rid of it. Kleisner just helps on its way. Magnus will keep it in. Magnus will keep it in even. Galloway back to Lewis. That's better, forcing Hearts all the way back to their goalkeeper. That's what we want. Brady's there though. Hardy should get it. Does manage to get something on it. Murray comes away with it though. Bias to Murray. What's he going to do? He takes a dig. Ooh, that's wide. Come on, Rangers. I need you to do something. Still 1-1 here. As McDonald comes forward, Stevenson can't really get a tackle in. Martinez finds Saif. Kenny Saif makes it 2-1 Hearts. Oh no. Oh, I hate these types of games. I really do. It's from the throw-in as well. Ralston, McDonald, Stevenson tries to put the tackle in, misses it completely. Martinez, no one even attempts to try and stop him. Saif has got all the time in the world to volley it past you out. 2-1 Hearts. Bias does well there. Murray. Oh, De La Rocca's not going to get there though. Hearts come forward again. No one's really challenging him. There we go. Kerr does well. Barbaros is there though. Magnus takes a dig. It's hit the bar. Grassy will get rid of it though. Out to Bias. Don't tell me that was just a highlight. No, it's not. Bias. That was a highlight. Still 2-1. There we go. It's Hardy to Murray to Kerr. De La Rocca. Still 2-1. Murray with a free kick. You know he can stick them in from there. Saved by Bravet or Bartvet. Bravet with a free kick, with a goal kick up the field. De La Rocca doesn't get ahead of Martinez. Grassy does pick it up. Out to Del Rocca. Finds Murray. Simple passes. Bias cut out by Martinez. McDonald. Saif makes it 3-1. We have been in this position before against Ross County. Not what we need. We won't be seeing it again. That was just silly. We'll make the subs. Chris Murray's having a really bad game. But he's staying out there though. Bias and Kleisner will come off. Let's see if we can hurt them a little bit. But Murray can come back into it. I'll give them a quick shout as well. There we go. Give them a demand more, and it's still now 3-1 Hearts. Barbaros, and weirdly, and unfortunately it's over anyway because we were losing this unless something turns up in the next 15 minutes. Celtic are drawing. De La Rocca needs to go big. Murray. Does Hardy? Can he produce Hardy-like things? Right now he can't. It's a good save from the keeper. Still 3-1. Ball goes out to Middleton, who made a massive mistake. Looks like the pressure has got to the lads. Doesn't really matter anyway. Oh, I do apologise. I do apologise for that as Adams comes forward with the ball. And Ski McDonald hits 4. We have the revenge has come back to haunt us here. Edinburgh City, unfortunately, it's one of those. It's the end of the season. As much as we were in the title, it looks like we bottled it. Celtic have kind of ran away with it for their 14th consecutive. Unfortunately for us, it is what it is. As Magnus comes forward with Lewis in the final minutes, we've thrown everything at them today. We've looked poor, actually, very poor away from home. Don't know why. I think the pressure's just really got to the boys, which is unfortunate, as Murray sends an absolute tackle in there, nearly gets himself sent off for the beginning of next season. But yeah, we've really not produced in these last games. We did against Rangers, Ross County, Just and Celtic, but unfortunately for us, the league is over for another season. That's what it is. So we will round up the season by going to St Johnstone and probably our bogey team, and they've been up there all season, so it's a nothing game, and I'll see you all for it. Now we're into this. Now he's going for a shower. And we're back. Quick round. Alexander's back in. Brady keeps his place, and Stevenson keep the place. Jow's in goal. This is all over the place. So, dear, it's the last game of the season. You don't care. I'm just not bothered anymore. Alexander starts up front with Middleton, Brady, and Colin in there to make up the combined four at the front, with Sosa and Stevenson coming in for Murray, who's suspended but also injured. 3 games next season. He's injured for this one, so no point starting him. De La Rocca keeps his place with Agic and Grassi making the partnership, with Captau coming in for a game and Zhao maintaining himself in goal. It's just a throwaway game now. As much as it will drop it, if we don't win, it drops us into third. Can't go any lower, so third is progress. We got 4th last season, 3rd. The time that's left between now and FM20 is short window. We know it's November, so it's almost a month and a half. So from now on, I'm going to try and get through as much of the seasons as possible, and hopefully win it. If not, will it become a failure? Hard to say. We're teetering on the edge of winning at least the league. So that's something. So we're there and thereabouts. So next season could be our breakout year for the league, maybe. Just that bottles crashed at the end of the season, just as it happens. It also happens. Anyway, let's go on with the game. Saints with a throw in. Penny, he's there. Koulibaly, back to Penny. Smith. I completely realised I went straight past the St Johnstone team. Stevenson, good tackle. Grassi digs it out to Brady. Finds Alexander, the 20-year-old Scotsman. Ooh, has a dig. That's a very low turnout at McDermott. 0-0. Penny again with a throw in to Smith. Koulibaly. McRoy. Cook. Smith. Oh, Sosa's not really got there. Smith keeps his run going and he puts over the bar. Still 0-0 though. Penny with a throw in. Koulibaly. Oh, he keep it in. He does. De La Rocca does get clear. Does find Middleton. Good ball. Middleton on the run. What can he do? He's tried something and it's not worked. So Smith's going to come all the way back up. Finds Koulibaly to Cook to Rosslock to Smith. He's all the way out tonight. Who does keep it in? No one's gone out to him. Agic is there. Kennedy just smashes it off Zhao, who saves it in the end. Draw down to 3rd, just in goal difference. Still 0-0 here though. It's just come in there. Sosa to Stevenson. What can he do with it? Finds Colin. Colin does try to take a dig and it's safely into Clark's hands. And that's half time. We have been nowhere in this game. Absolutely nowhere. So let's try this again, lads. Alexander to Brady to Stevenson. Grassi. Agic 0-0. Knight with a throw in this time. Stevenson does get the ball away though. Alexander is out there. He's gone past 1. There's not many people with him. Feed Brady. Brady surely. Cook, somehow that has stayed out. It's ricocheted off players all the way to Smith, who's got the entirety of McDermott Park to run. Out to Kennedy. And it's put out by Fracca. Throw in corner from Kennedy. That's over everyone. Mackenzie's going to get there ahead of everybody. It's a nice tackle there by Sosa. I think that would be it. We are struggling. Still 0-0 though. Penny with a throw in. Finds Sosa. Brady. Couple of substitutes. Kleisner and Bias are on. Smith. Agic is there. Good tackle. Mackenzie will get there ahead of Kleisner, who does force him all the way back to Clark. 65 gone. If we want that second place, we need a goal. Smith gets there. De La Rocca cuts that pass out. Brady, big heavy touch. Kennedy. Brady makes up for it. Captau. That's who it is, not even Fracca. Big long ball. Alexander's there and he's nearly scythed down. What a block from Mackenzie. This is going box to box all of a sudden. Bias to swing a decent ball in. Hopefully doesn't. Clark with a spectacular save. Still 0-0. We've put on our last substitute. Ryan Hardy coming on for Alexander. Let's see if you're just maybe a head or something. A bit more of an experienced head on him. Brady. Bias. Sub hasn't taken place just yet as McInroy takes out Bias to Parker. McInroy. Smith. Lucas Pizon. Grassy should get there. Fine Zhao. Big kick up the field. Bias doesn't even ball watching there is probably the adequate description of what he was doing there. Parker swings it in. Kennedy's there. It's over the bar. Still 0-0 as that now substitute takes place. Stevenson with the corner in. Nielsen's there. Sosa. Lovely ball down. Poor pass. As Mackenzie finds Smith. He's past He's past Captau. Zhao saves. What is going on in that there? Oh, what did I just witness? Poor display of everything there from us. That was poor. Poor. Smith comes forward. It's a ball in. It's an additional save from Zhao. Then everyone's just standing around watching the ball. And McInroy puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 St Johnstone. So with a free kick. It's do or die moments now. As again St Johnstone clear it. We have not beaten them in the league this season, I don't think. And that is shocking. De La Rocca. They're a tough team. Fine Zhao. They have beaten us every time in the league, I think. I think we've drawn them once in the league. Grassy. Stevenson. Kleisner. There's a ball. Hardy. Brady. Surely, that's wide of the post. We are bottled this completely. We're bottled out into third now. As Hearts have beaten Celtic 5-3. Wow. There's no time left in the game. Captau. Stevenson tries to go for the Hail Mary. Bias. Can he just swing a ball in? He can't. He's blocked. He's just standing there watching. Why are you standing watching the ball? It's all over. 1-0 does it. Shocking again from us, same as it was against that Hearts game. Shocking display. Ugh. I feel disgusted by that. You know, that's the end of the season. What could have been if we had won them 2 games? By the looks of things, what could have been? Unfortunately, it is third place. 2.5 mil into the bank. Bank balance isn't bad. This, maybe a bit of European money will help. We need to stay in Europe for that to happen. So guys, when we come back for season 8 of A Capital Adventure, make or break seasons are coming now. So until next time guys, I love yous and leave yous. Remember to write, like, comment, subscribe below. Till next time guys, bye for now.